Okay, so I'm recording this for JDKG1. I believe he's like a research coordinator, research professor in SRT. We seem to have a discussion about oxidized acid, and there were some misunderstandings. Sounded like someone who couldn't uh, understand the fundamentals of pH. So I, out of the kindness of my heart, made this very, very simple to understand lecture, free lecture on how pH works and how H2SO4 works in solution. So I'm just going to get into it. Okay, so here we have our solution, right? Right here. Boom. I couldn't have drawn anything better than this. I'm sorry, I'm using Paint.net. I would have used something more advanced, but I figured that MS Paint would get this across pretty well. So we have this solution here, right? We got a certain H plus concentration within it. It doesn't matter what the H plus concentration is. For the sake of convenience, we'll just say say 1 mole per liter. By the way, it's in moles per liter. That's how concentration works. That's why it's really good. Okay, so we have this set concentration. And let's say I want to get pH. This is another thing I don't think you quite grasp. pH and concentration, same thing. There are different ways of saying the same thing. H plus concentration or hydronium ion concentration, if you're feeling particularly scientific, are the same damn thing. All you do is you take your H plus concentration and you plug it into this, or this more exactly. You need to put this negative in here or else it breaks. The negative log of your hydrogen or hydronium ion concentration gives you the pH. Both of these are the same damn thing. Now, the reason why I bring this up is because we were having a discussion. I went and I asked the lore department, what exactly is the pH or the H plus concentration of the oxidized acid? We're talking about oxidized acid now because I don't know what it is. We don't even have a titration setup to experimentally determine this. We don't have any photospectrometers, which honestly, if we got photospectrometers, they wouldn't even tell us the cuvette length, but that's besides the point. The reason why I was asking for this is because we don't have the moles of H2SO4 in solution. We don't even have the liters of the H2SO4 solution. So I asked them because they're the only way to measure it. They need to come up with something. But you come in and you're like, oh, well, H2SO4, I looked it up, and H2SO4 has a pH of 1 to 2. Why didn't you look? It has a pH of 1 to 2. Why didn't you look it up? Oh, you should have looked it up. I just used the Google. You're wasting our time. Okay, I don't think that you understand how this works because H2SO4 is not always this pH. It could have a pH of 6.9 repeating. That's how unacidic it could get. That's basically neutral. Actually, that is neutral if you're a mathematician. This is more like 6.99999, not this, because this is technically neutral. So 6.999, because all it is pH is measuring that H plus ion concentration, and it's dependent on how much H2SO4 is in the solution. So I can't just Google it. I need to experimentally determine a value. Another thing you didn't seem to understand. I told you on multiple fucking occasions, I need to experimentally determine this value. And you said, oh, just look it up. How do I look up an experimentally determined value? So I'm going to give you a shitty explanation of experimentally determined because I'm not a fucking walking dictionary. Experimentally determined means I need to get it experimentally. I need to conduct an experiment or have a reliable way of determining it. That is what experimentally means. I cannot Google an experimentally produced value. So when you come at me and you say, oh, I'm wasting your fucking time, I'm wasting lore department's fucking time. No, I can't determine this from any other department. And hey, lore department is the ones who stepped up in the first place and said, hey, this solution is sulfuric acid. Which doesn't make any fucking sense, but that's for a different lecture. I gave y'all a completely free lecture here out of the kindness of my fucking heart to explain to you something that's pretty fucking basic to basically anyone who's taking a fucking chemistry class. I'm pretty sure I learned this shit in high school chemistry, bro. So out of the kindness of my heart, I figured it would be appropriate to refresh your knowledge on some of the more basic concepts of chemistry and why I can't fucking Google an experimentally determined value. So if there's one thing for you to take away from this, experimentally determined cannot be fucking Googled. This is so fucking basic. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Yeah.